Uh, Hello everyone. Ranjan sir will arrive in just a couple of minutes. So in meanwhile, I will just give a quick introduction of his. You might all be knowing that Ranjan sir is a associate professor in IIT Patna, and he's a MTech and PhD from IIT Kanpur. So just like Sir has established this Bhaktivedanta club in IIT Kanpur, similarly following in his footsteps, Ranjan Sir has also established a club by the similar name called Bhaktivedanta Club IIT Patna in IIT Patna, where he is guiding many students in the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And in this recent COVID pandemic, students there got very active and they have conducted many food grain distribution programs where they visited many nearby villages and provided many people with foodstuffs and grains so that they can have their livelihood, because you might be knowing that many people they lost their jobs in this COVID pandemic, especially those who were small scale workers. So he conducted many such programs, and recently he has also started free computer education program uh, for girl students in Behera, where the IIT campus is located, and more than around 100 students are getting free knowledge of basic computing skills there. And he is also planning to uh, improve, expand this program so that more and more students can benefit from this. And as I mentioned, he's guiding many students in this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So actually I was also fortunate enough to be one of his students when I was in my BTech in IIT Patna, and from there only I got connected to this process of Krishna consciousness. So just like we are conducting our Bhagavad Gita sessions and chanting sessions, similarly Sir has been conducting his sessions there. And since Sir has arrived, I will not waste any more time, and I would request Sir to begin with his session.
So, Hare Krishna, everyone, for joining this session. And today you may think that what is the challenge in the life? Most of us, we come to IIT to different, after successful completing many hurdles, we come there. And after coming here, we became frustrated. So that is why we should take the guidance of a big man, those who created revolution in this world. Okay. So before starting, let me pray to my spiritual teachers who taught me the principle of this knowledge, by which I can able to speak something about the glories of this. Namaste, Saraswati Devi Gaurvan. So today, if you see worldwide, everywhere is alternating current. And people never thought that the whole universe will become illuminated by this current. Initially, when DC was invented, and this is the man who gave the knowledge about the alternating current, where everyone today is a user. Starting from a village to a remote village, a simple user of this electric power supply, which Nikola Tesla is the man behind that. Although many of us we do not know. So we will see what are the life of such a great person, and what is the natural geniusness, how to develop, and what is the source of inspiration. That why there is no other Tesla till today, although he passed it since 100 years back. So learning from the Tesla how to achieve it, these are the most important thing what we must answer in our life. So, because any life consists of difficulties. See, anywhere there is no difficulties, you can never understand what is beauty in it. If there is no night time, you cannot appreciate the day. You will appreciate the day. So I'll start from a small story that one beautiful girl, her name was Rosaline. So Rosaline, every day used to go to his school, and while going on the way to school, he saw in her garden very beautiful rose flowers. And there is a small cocoon which is hanging there. And in that, from that cocoon, one butterfly is trying to come out in great difficulties. So first day, she saw that cocoon, and there is a small butterfly fly is coming, his head is coming out. So she became very happy that there is a butterfly. It is coming out. And next day, she went to school like that, it is gone. After 10 days, she saw the butterfly is still trying to come out from there. And it is in the midway. Butterfly, if she feels that it is stuck, because butterflies, half the body is coming out and the other half within the cocoon. So this girl became very compassionate. And after becoming compassionate, this girl went and bring a scissor and cut from both sides of the cocoon and removed that butterfly. As soon as she removed that butterfly, the butterfly fell on the ground. And she tried to save the butterfly. And after 1 or 2 days, the butterfly left his body, her body. And then she was just crying that what a great, why this butterfly died. Butterfly is so beautiful, it is flying. And why this butterfly died? Because I helped also. So this is what the life actually. So butterfly was coming out by his natural way, because in the backside or in the backside of his body, lot of water contents. So those energy by struggling to come out, those energy go in the different part of the wing and it can fly. But this girl, what she did, she just cut it, and instead of trying to come out, this immediately the butterfly came out and it has no power to fly and fell down and died. So this is what the life of everyone. So when we see a life of like that, we want to even help somebody, he his life will become like a wicket, like this butterfly has. That is why God has given a lot of inspiration to every living being. Only we need to know how to achieve that inspiration. And that inspiration will carry you throughout your life to build your strong attitude for developing or for inspiration in your life. So if you see Tesla in the early days, his father was an Orthodox priest, and Tesla's mother was an illiterate woman, and but she was very innovative actually. She used to make many kind of, because she had an agricultural farm, so she used to develop some agricultural appliances, and Tesla used to see those things. And then he attended at last in the cathedral gymnasium in Kraus. He is from Croatia, and he was so genius from the childhood. He was doing the perform integral calculation in his mind without using pen and paper. So people, they think, teachers, they think that he's a cheater. And then Nicola Tesla happened to visit a friend's house, and he saw the steel engraving of Niagara Falls. So when he saw this Niagara Falls, Nicola Tesla became very, very enthusiastic. And Tesla wanted to become an engineer, but his father was a Christian priest. That's why he was not allowing him to become. And at last, he got some disease, and in that disease, so his cholera disease, and his father told, okay, you will go and study, because he want to make him happy. He told, okay, you can go and now study engineering. So he came to Austrian Polytechnic School at Graz, and he studied the mechanical and electrical engineering. And so one day, a physics teacher showed the Tesla a new gamma dynamo, where that time dynamo was very popular, where you rotate it. I remember in my childhood, we used to come from our nearby town, and the cycle is connected with a dynamo. So cycle will rotate the wheel, and along with that one, this dynamo will rotate and give power to your electric bulb. So this was there during that period also. It was very beautiful till our childhood. Nowadays, I don't find like that cycle. But in those period, if cycle is having light, so people used to purchase it, and it was maybe 100 rupees more that time. So that is how the dilemma. But Tesla suggested it, the very beautiful. He told that the dynamo is not so important, but the connection can be taken out by using commutator. Commutator means from where you can commutate from AC to DC conversion. Okay, like that. So anyway, Tesla, he came to Budapest, and he was working in telephone exchange. And then one day, there Goethe is a great poet actually. So if you go to, especially to Europe, people like Goethe's song. So Goethe's song is a very popular, and many times our sir, he used to speak about Goethe and his songs. So Nicola Tesla, he read a verse from that poem first, and then he started reading this his poem, and The glow retreat dawn it the day of toil. It wandered has new field of life exploring. So like that, he was reading, and he got he was reading this article, this song. He was lot of ideas came like a flash of lighting. Many times you see when we do research, conventionally you can never think. Automatically the inspiration is another, or the inspiring word will reveal the enlightenment will reveal the new things which can be done to survive this human society. So I remember I have visited to one NIT Agartala. So one professor from NIT Agartala, Professor Jain, told me, so you please come, we will go to a village. So I went to a village along with them, and in that village, lot of tribal women were there. So this tribal woman, there was one tribal woman who was actually, she was very, very scholarly. And she happened, this tribal woman, she actually hooked a 11 kV line connected to a banana plant. And that banana plant, she connected to another plant. From there, she has supplied 230 volt to whole village. You see, our systematic knowledge, what we do, when you want to connect directly 11 kV or 33 kV line, you should have a step-down transformer. Then after step-down transformer, you can supply the whole area. Transformer is required. But this lady is a tribal lady, illiterate lady. She could able to develop such technology where directly 33 kV line hooked to a banana plant, and from banana plant she supplied to everyone. Because banana plant can have a lot of dirt drop. So you see, these are the these are the although it is not known to them, but he could able to draw. Then he, in a stick, he draw the diagram of the in the sand, diagram of the electrical windings. And this was the invention of induction motor. So the induction motor, if you see today, this induction motor, although it was developed since long back, but nobody could able to change even his structure till today. Although we are very advanced in the other life. So then how to coming to, he came to America. Initially, he was working in Budapest, okay, and from Budapest he came to this. He came to Paris. So then he met in Germany and France. Then he attempted the concept of AC motor. He told everyone, all companies also, he told that I can build an alternating current. That time, Thomas Edison was very, very popular worldwide. People knows him for his contribution to this beautiful, the invention of DC current. So that time, he wanted to develop AC current, but he didn't get any response from the company also. Nobody was actually sponsoring him. So he thought that I should go and meet the great electrical engineer, Thomas Edison. So in New York, 1970s, some 1870s, Thomas Edison was very popular. Okay, and he used to put all DC station. And JP Morgan, who has heavily invested in this one, he used to invest all his money. And then he handed Edison this letter he got from Paris. He handed over this to him, and Thomas Edison said that yes, this young man. So he has written that who has recommended his name. He has written, "My dear Edison, I know two great men. You are one of them, and the other is this young man." Okay. So Nicola Tesla is the second. And so Edison immediately hired him for $50,000. But as soon as the Edison, Tesla and Edison, they used it to develop everything. And suddenly, after finishing the work, he was working from at 10 a.m. to 5 a.m. So if you see in our brain structure, so when your brain is always engaged in active principles, your brain will develop, more neurons will develop. So if you sleep more time, like people, they sleep nowadays 12 hour, 10 hour, 8 hour, like that. And the brain became dull because we just waste, and our neural wiring system stops wiring, rewiring. So that is how he used to sleep 2 to 3 hours a night only, Nikola Tesla. After working very hard, then Nikola Tesla didn't get any payment. So when he asked for a payment, Edison told that I was just joking at you. So Nikola Tesla was a great man, okay? And when he was at the age of 1894, his fame height, everywhere people were discussing about Nikola Tesla. But he got 800 patents, which nobody can get in his lifetime. And Tesla died of heart failure, alone in the room in the New York City hotel. And despite having sold SC electric patents, he has no money actually when he died. He was a Nobel Prize. I worried, what is success in my life? At last, Nikola Tesla thought. So if you see, the success in life comes when you completely understand what is the goal of human life. And most of the time, the life's goal, every day it is changing. Today, you are thinking that connecting to, I'm a child, I get a toy, I'm happy. As a young man, I have a girlfriend, I am happy. As a family person, I got money and a house, I am happy. So these are the things which drives us. When we come to the end of our life, we think, what I did. Everybody, they say that what is your contribution to us? So that time we always becomes very impatient and very difficult. So if you see behavior and mind and brain, these three are the great understanding that how a brain structure develops. First thing, you see the mapping cognitive functions into neural structure. So in the brain contains the neural structures, and they every day the neurons they try to develop. But when you sleep more time, when you don't use the brain in the constructive activity, the brain became useless. For example, many times you have your capability, but many students, they have capability when they come to IIT. But what they do, they became associated with a different kind of diversification. So what, instead of developing a constructive technological knowledge, they completely destructive technological knowledge they develop. And what is the complete test, the technological development? The most important thing is that when you come to IIT or you go to any college engineering, father, mother, everybody say, oh, he's my son. He got IIT. He will get this much salary. He will do this much. He will become this. So many people from the childhood they put inside, and never nobody taught you how to face the difficulties, how to take the challenges of this world. And that mapping, this is neurostructure. When the mapping, cognitive mapping functioned into neutral structure, that is a lucid dreaming come. So this lucid dreaming, they get the information from other nervous cell and they try to bind or then they project it back part of the body and interact with the environment where we live. So if the environment is conducive, it is detrimental to you, then this structure slowly, the neuroinformation, this impulse that takes place as a conscious in your brain to develop that one. Like you see, here I have given the neurotransmitter molecule. They try to, this molecule, they try to ignite, okay, like a sparking plug in a scooter. Nowadays, I don't know whether sparking plugs are there or not, but in our childhood, we have seen in the scooter, there used to be sparking plug. So the sparking plug is not good also. Sometimes you clean by using some kind of brushes, and the sparking plug develop that sparking. So similarly, the neurotransmitter also exactly like that. And there is a receiver. And when this neurotransmitter, they pass to the receptor, will receive it, then there is a wiring takes place, like I have said. The electrical impulse that travels from your brain structure to rewire the entire system. So when you see this one, so what do you do? When in our sublime conscious, sublime self, so what we do, the conscious self, you can desire, but the subliminal self, it will actually take the information from the conscious self, like point observation. Okay, it is very beautiful. As Sir also many times very beautifully he explained. The subliminal self is in no way inferior to conscious self. It is not purely automatic. It is capable of discernment. It has tact, delicacy. It knows how to choose, to divine. What do I say? I know better how to divine than the conscious self. Since it succeeds, whereas where that has failed, in a word, it is not the subliminal self superior to the conscious. So your ideas are actually reflected in your conscious self, like the direct choice algorithm. So neuron algorithm are naturally built in natural circuitry, like this neurocells are naturally built. It is not that you have come. So genuineness, although it is very new, but it comes automatically, and they develop automatically. For example, take an example of your body. So your hair is growing. You don't have information. Your blood is circulating. You have no information. At what pressure it is circulating, you have no information. At what temperature body is maintaining, you have no information. How it adapt with the other environment, no information. But still, we get some information through our senses. We have senses. From there, we see, oh, there is a light. But the senses, same senses, you cannot see what is happening in your backside. Somebody will bring a gun and put at you cannot understand that. That's why the neurotransmitter why whatever you are getting the information through your senses is only an exercise to understand the information which is put forward by our limited sense perception. But the senses, beyond the senses, many things. And there are 10 to the power 51 operations going on in your body. And we do not know, even only we know little information. That is why learning from Tesla, never give up. Develop your brain. How to develop your brain? There are many things actually. How it will develop your brain? It will develop your brain if you get proper input to your brain. First thing is the development of positive consciousness with the positive minded people. For example, if you take a tree and plant in a desert land, will it grow? It will never grow. But you take it and put it and feed water and fertilizer, it will grow nicely. So similarly, when you are getting the information, lot of wrong information about the life, automatically one fed up in his life. That's why one must know how to develop your brain. And another one, positive engagement is another thing. The positive engagement, how you engage your mind in the positive engagement. Most of the time, you feed a wrong concept and you will take out a wrong concept. For example, in the paper, many people, they see the newspaper, they read. And most of the time, like we in the TV, from your childhood to the adult, nearly 8,000 modern one sees. A child wants 8,000, 1 lakh of violence. So how your brain will be? Your brain will be exactly like I will give an example. I know there was a person in Badaras. I went to his village, his house, and his son was watching a TV. And the son is just class one. And one person came and he was watching. He, in one knife, he killed 20 people. And the child is clapping and telling, what a shot, what a shot, what a shot. Like that he's means the small child who is in one class one, he's enjoying killing from the childhood. So when he will develop grown up, he will never ever think that killing is a bad thing. So like that, positive engagement is very important. And proper association, how you will do? For example, I will give a beautiful scientific research. I forgot what is it. Sugino Isako, okay? He has written a book, The Language of Water. So he has given one book, The Language of Water. So he got some water from his tap. Uh, he got some he got some water from the tap, and he wanted that he want to crystallize that water, and he couldn't able to do crystallization. Okay. Then he went to a spring, just countryside, and got some water. And he got a beautiful crystallization of those waters. You see, he wanted to tell you that water also has consciousness. So what happened when this crystallization was not taken place? That time once he bring countryside water and started scolding to that crystal, that water, and tried to crystallize it. Started praising, oh, how beautiful is you are so beautiful, so pellucid, so clean, and so nice. So this same water, when he tried to crystallize the complete water, it became so beautiful crystals that he has mentioned in that book, The Language of Water. Okay, so that is what the proper association and positive engagement can develop a beautiful thing in the water crystal molecules. What to speak of human brain? They are more delicate and perfect in concept. Do not think that when you have taken idea that I will read electrical engineering, and tomorrow your friend in computer science, he got little more money in the salary. So you repent, oh, why I have taken this electrical, or why I taken this chemical, why I, no. Every field there is a challenge and there is a strength also. So you do best in that field, you will become the number one in your country. Never look at others, how to benefit them, not look at others, how to exploit them or how to use them. That is why today people, they love their gadget, but they don't love the people. Like I will tell one beautiful story. There was a gentleman. He purchased a very costly car, BMW. I think most of you know they are very costly car. So this, when he purchased, and he wanted his small kid, to the kid, he wanted him to take a sight riding. Okay, he will take a round and bring. So when he bring his child, he thought that okay, hey, please sit. He put in the backside of the seat, and he saw that is one of the tire is punctured. So when he saw there is a puncture in the tire, he tried to open that tire by using stiffen. Okay, stiffen. He opened that one, and suddenly saw that when he made that arrangement, he suddenly saw his son has written something in a scratch, in a stone. He has written something on the car's body. It was a very new car and costly car he has written. He became immediately angry and beat the son's hand in that stiffen. In that one he built, and all the hand, lot of water, blood was coming. As soon as all this blood was coming in that stiffer, then he bring to hospital and saw in that hospital, and all the hands need to be removed. And the child came back to home and asked the child, my dear child. The child every day he wakes to get up, he will ask, my dear father, when my this finger will grow like yours. Father came to the car and saw the child has written, I love dad. So the father became very much distressed. This is our life. Today people love the thing, use the people. But previously people used to love people and used the things. Okay, that we should keep in mind. That is what perfect conception is required. And how ultimately success you will get. One is that good association. Divine association is most important in our life. Second is good habit. How it will come? Price of purity. Good habit. Good habit is like you ask also your parents, they will tell, get up early in the morning and you study and don't go here and there and don't put your mind here. Just study And another one, Anukulena Sankalpa. You must take, like a business-minded man will never go to another person for seeing a business. He will just go there, and if there is no business, he will not talk to them all. Finding both balance in the material and spiritual activity. Most of the time, spiritual activities we say that, oh, it is not necessary. But you see, in our life, there is a two wheel. One wheel is a material life, which gives you food and water. But the spiritual life will give you the enlightenment by which you can sustain your life better way. For example, if you see the Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs is the owner of Apple company. And he has given a very beautiful, I was hearing his speech in the Stanford University convocation speech. And he told that although I was very much distressed because I was removed from my own company, but I never failed to stop thinking. And I had no money also for eating food. So I used to go to 7 miles by walk to get a good meals in the Hare Krishna temple. And by that way, he appreciating the spiritual life make him more stable and innovative. Who is not a graduate, he told, I am not a graduate, but I am today in a graduate seminar with the world's topmost university. That is why most important is to maintain this balance. And in India especially, we actually forgot the spiritual values of life. Every day somebody has good money, people, oh, very clap. Somebody has this, they clap. But where is their spiritual values? Nobody counts. That's why today we are very much weak in our life. Early training, regulative principle. You must take training from the early. So the conclusion is that money, knowledge, skill should be built on compassion, not on exploiting on others. Like one of the professor I have seen here, he sent his peon to bring the admit card of his student. This is what? It is not compassion, it is exploitation. An educated person must have that compassion. If it doesn't have, he is not an educated person. And he must have a humble. Enrich your own life and beyond. You must enrich your life and also give others also life. Not that, oh, I am good life. Like a tree gives apple, it brings out apple. Apple you don't eat, actually it gives to others. And everyone is inherently special. Nobody should say that, oh, he is better, he is that. Everyone is special. For example, if you call, there is a swimming competition. You call an elephant, you call a horse, you call a swan, you call a bird, and you call a fish. Do competition. So who will win first? But everybody has their own characteristics and way of life, and they are special. So you cannot put nowadays what we see. We also in the school college, we put like that competition. If somebody, I have seen in my 20 years life in IIT, whether in IIT Kanpur or IIT Patna, I have seen the same kind. Somebody is not interested in electrical, their parents, oh, IIT electrical, you go. And after coming here, they want to be a sportsman, they want to be a doctor, Somebody want to be astronomical, somebody want to be a mathematician. But the parents, they push them, go, 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 do this. Whether you like it or don't like it. And like we take competition of this skill competition for swimming and call elephant, horse, everyone. Like that, everybody is special. Never should believe that you have any demerit in your life. Like when I appeared G into General Electric Bangalore, so they asked me, "What is your weakness?" I told, "I don't have any weakness. I have only one, all your strength. When I failed, that is not my weakness. That is my learning stage." And she became very happy that she got such a answer she never got in her life. So knowledge always grows and no one can take from you. Okay. When you give to other, that knowledge. That's why Yajnathat in Bhagavad Gita 3.9 it says, Yajnathat karmananatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadartham karma konteya mukta sangha samachara. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu or Krishna has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. In this material world, everything is given by God. People in Corona, who is the topmost businessman in Sweden, who is a bank, the Federal Bank's owner. He is $1 million owner, but he died of corona first case. A second case in that Sweden, he died of corona just for free air, oxygen. That's why he just died at free air. That is why this everything, your rice, your dal, the sunray, everything is water, breathing oxygen, everything is given by God. He arranged, Krishna arranged this one. And that is why when you don't forget him, we became actually weak. For example, a light here, a tube light is connected. If the tube light is not connected with the generating station, the tube light will not glow at all. Similarly, when we are not connected to Krishna, Vishnu, we are always become weak and weak and weak. That's why today in India, 76% of our youth population, they are frustrated because of the one thing, that is the basis of our life is our culture. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duty for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for such a wonderful lecture. We are really very fortunate to hear from you about the different aspects of Nicola's life and something like we always run behind success, but we don't know the meaning of success. And you said in the lecture that success is knowing the goal of human life. So this point I really like. And you also said about the teachings from Tesla's life. I really like the 2 points that the importance of positive engagement and proper association. Like if you see, these two are the main motives behind starting this bootcamp also. By doing projects on competitive programming and NLP, etc. In this midterm vacation, we can be positively engaged, and in the by morning sessions when we do chanting, we can get proper associations also. So by doing this boot camp, we are like also positively engaged and have a proper association. So once again, sir, thank you very much, and we would love to have more of a hearing from you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. It was very wonderful session, sir. Like very rightly you have pointed out the importance of good association and habits. So it was very nice, sir. Sir, before moving to question answer session, just a few announcement we would like to do. So as you pointed out the importance of good association and habits, so to include this part in this boot camp, so we have included our morning chanting session. So daily all the students come from 6 to 7 in morning and they chant together. So participants, I would like to tell that if some of you are having some difficulty in waking up, so you can contact our seniors, so they will help you to wake up. So in morning we do mantra meditation, and also many of you were joining this evening mantra meditation session during exams. Also many of you were joining. So these sessions we are shifted in morning. So please join tomorrow morning session from 6 to 7. So just as sir today mentioned that importance of good habits and good association. So this is really practical. So without doing practical, there is no use of theory. So let us do some practical also. Second thing, after this, now we have completed our introductory session. 6 sessions we have completed, and all of you must be very excited about this machine learning or different topics, and you must be thinking I should do projects in this topic or that topic. So before that, to do that, we need some good coding skills also. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll be starting our Python sessions. So these sessions will be taken by Ujjwal Khandelwal. He is a data scientist in Accenture company. So he has very nice background, and he will be taking those sessions. So these sessions will be from 1 to 2 p.m. And after that, tomorrow at 7 o'clock, Harikeshwar Kushwaha sir will be taking the evening session. And topic is little surprising, so we'll announce this topic tomorrow. And Harikeshwar Kushwaha sir, he worked for 9 years in Goldman Sachs, and currently he is running ISKCON Peace Center in Prayagraj. Okay, so it's very exciting topic tomorrow. So please stay with us. So now that is from my side. So I hand over to sir, and if some of you having some questions, then you can type in his chat box or you can unmute and directly ask. It was very wonderful session, and sir has really taken out his special time. So please take complete advantage of this time. Do not miss this opportunity. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
So, okay, if no questions, we stop here.
Hare Krishna, sir. Sir, I have a question, sir. Sir.
Okay.
Sir, can you please elaborate, sir, that banana thing that you told in one village?
Oh, banana plant. Yes. There was a tribal lady near, I forgot what is that village name. It is near the Agartala, Tripura. So we visited to the tribal village, and she has hooked a 33 kV line and connected to a banana plant, charged the banana plant, and nearby 4 or 5 banana plants she charged. And from there she got 230 volt. And connected, given to all the village, and 10 rupees per village, 10 rupees she collect in every month. So she is like a CEO of that village. So that the banana plant has the capability to step down such a huge voltage into the lower voltage. That is not required any the conventional knowledge. She has I became astonished. And when I saw, I thought that my electrical engineering PhD is zero actually. Okay. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
अरे सबके लिए